Good evening, Memorial. Today we're going to do a quick review of the eye. Here I have it in 3D portion before we break it down because I'd like us to realize the complexity and what it actually looks like all together. I'm particularly fascinated by all the little blood vessels here. Alright, so here's some of the basic terms that you need to know. Okay? And we'll go through some of them. One of the things to take note of is that here the image gets projected to the back of the eye upside down. So it is inverted as we see that. The other thing that's important to note is that we have laterality in the eye. So you can see from this picture that here we have from this point and we have from this point, and all those get sent to both sides of the eye. So this eye is seeing the red part on here and also from here, and it goes to this side of the brain and vice versa. So that even if you were to lose the eye, you still would be able to get a full range of vision. Although when we look later at how we interpret things, that would make it more difficult. But this gives us some of the complex vision that we have. All right, parts of the eye. We have our friend the cornea, okay, and that is what actually gets removed. For instance, if you have a grandparent that is going in for cataracts, that gets cloudy and that gets removed. We have the iris, which does a lot of work and expansion. That's the colored part of our eye. And we have the lens here that does the focusing. And then finally, towards the back, we're talking about the retina, all right, that processes the visual information and sends it to the brain. Okay, so real quick, if you see here, we have the lens, and it has to change its focus to be able to get it to the correct spot here. All right, so that's known as accommodation, and which it will change shapes. Now the problem is that our eyes don't always function the way we'd like to. So we have the two big conditions, nearsighted, which I'm sure many of you are, since that is most common. Okay, you can see that the projection here just falls just short of where it needs to be, and the far-sighted vision, the image falls beyond. So we can see things far away clearly, but not things that are close by. All right, let's talk just briefly about the retina because we are going to cover some of this in class. All right, here we are, the section where the retina is. And so as the light comes in, we have our image that projects here. And then this is where the hard work happens, or the transduction. We've talked about that term before in class. We have the light that goes, interestingly enough, all the way to the back here, and then it moves forward for processing, and we're going to talk about that more in class, and that gets sent here to the optic nerve. So here where the optic nerve is created a blind spot because it can't really get any information because it's busy doing the transduction. Okay? Here we have another picture where we can see the complexity. Right? There's no rods and cones here. We'll talk a little bit more about that, but this is the area where you have the best vision. Right? Again, the light comes in to the back and then begins its process, gets sent down to the optic nerve. All right, that's all, folks. Bye.